we've got the reminder, we've got microphones. Please raise your hand. Christian here in the second row.
Saw on social media you packed the suitcase full of bottles. I mean, how confident were you that this would be an extended trip?
I was very confident. I felt like we had a really good chance of taking advantage of the opportunity in front of us with the preparation, with us having a more healthy roster. And as a person with his own wine brand, McCollum Heritage 91, it just made sense for me to travel with my own wine. And if you need some, I have some in my suitcase. I'll make sure you get some because you asked the question. I have the Pinot with me right now. I have the Chardonnay. I have the Blanc Blanc, as well as the Rosé. So I got you. And if you want more, you can purchase some at McCollumHeritage91.com.
Over here in the third row.
I don't think I have a question that can set you up for a sponsorship thing, but I wanted to ask.
It's not a sponsorship; it's my brand. My fruit. I don't get paid; I actually buy the fruit.
I'll do the best I can. How much fun has it been to play in this atmosphere that you guys have experienced in the 4 pool play games, and then what we saw Monday night in Sacramento, where it was just such a great atmosphere?
Yeah, well, I fortunately or unfortunately, I wasn't able to play in the actual lead up of the tournament. I was watching at home, and then I was able to come back and see the game against Denver. But it's been a really cool experience for all of our guys to play in meaningful games with stakes, obviously the financial incentive, but the ability to be able to compete on a big stage where there's only in-season tournament games against quality playoff opponents. It was fun to play on the road and in Sacramento against a really good team. Who plays fast, who executes, who has playoff experience. These are really, really good tests for us as a young team to figure out how to execute, how to withstand runs, how to properly game plan for an elimination game. All those things I think will pay dividends for us. And as a young team, it's important that you utilize and take advantage of opportunities to make more money. And, now we're 100K richer, and hopefully we can get 250 after tomorrow.
Tim over here on the right.
Hey, CJ. You obviously in your role with the Players Association, you're involved in a lot of conversations about events like this and plans for the league moving forward. I'm curious, from your perspective, how do you think this has played out overall, and what are some things you'd like to see potentially tweaked to improve it even more next year?
Yeah, I think it's been a success. I think if you look at the way it's been perceived, you look at how the players have played, the types of games that we've gotten. We've had buzzer beaters, we've had star power, performing at a high level. Obviously you got to see the game last night comes down to 1 or 2 possessions. You get to see our game in Sacramento. You watch the Milwaukee, the game last night. You see Boston and the Pacers. You're able to see a lot of different talent, weekly, leading up to December. I think it's been great. I think obviously being here in Vegas now and the media, the fans, the players being able to kind of see everything kind of unfold, I think it's been a success. In terms of things that we can improve upon, I'm still collecting information from our staff, from our training staff, from our players in terms of things that we can do better. But I would say as a player who's had so many conversations with Adam and with the rest of our league and with our players, everybody was all in. Obviously the financial incentive helps. I think it's a great way for us to continue to keep the game competitive in November and December while showcasing our talent, and a lot of talent that's not probably normally on TV unless you have League Pass. So I think it's really cool, and I'm excited about the future and ways we can continue to improve upon it. And I pitched Vegas or Miami, so I think it was a happy medium here in Vegas. Maybe we'll revisit Miami down the road, who knows? But I think it's been successful.
Front row on your left.
From your days of playing NBA Summer League here in Las Vegas, can you talk a little bit about your relationship with this city and your thoughts of having these games played here in Las Vegas?
Yeah, no, I think it's been really cool. As a kid, you watch Vegas Summer League and you envision yourself being able to play out there after you're drafted, and having played in Summer League for a few years, and then coming essentially every summer to watch games, do some TV and things of that nature. It's been a really cool transformation for myself. I've never been to Vegas in December, so to be able to see what the city is like in December has been cool. But the difference I would say is obviously in Summer League there's a lot of younger players. The older players are just working out and just taking advantage of all the things Vegas has to offer. Now you have a bunch of rotation guys, star players, all those things playing for something meaningful in season. So I just think it's a different dynamic. It's really cool, and I think it's been a great experience, and I've enjoyed it. And we want to take advantage of it and then get back to staying sharp for our regular season push.
Joe, here in the front.
CJ, you've mentioned the financial incentive a couple times. Do you know what you would do with the prize money if you win it all?
Well, I'd invest some of it and probably give some to some of the charities I'm a part of and associated with. But I think the good news is that there's a lot of players on all of our teams. I think Dame talked about it, who aren't fortunate enough to make as much money as some of the guys that are high paid. So you got two-way players that are going to be benefiting from this, and then I think for some of our staff, just being able to try to help contribute to their lifestyle, some of the things that they want to accomplish personally or professionally, I think is important. But for me, it's just about continue to invest. I got another baby here now, so just making sure that my family is situated properly and that I'm making sound decisions and continue to support the initiatives that are important to me.
And then I know you have 2 games left to win, but if the Pelicans were to win the in-season tournament, how would you want to see the organization celebrate that? Would you want a ring? Would you want a banner? Like, what do you think would be appropriate?
Jeez, well, I hope we throw a really good party, but also I think a banner, I guess. I mean, we'd have one, two, three games. I guess we'd have 3 games. I don't know. That's a great question that I haven't really thought about. I think that we've just thought about winning games that are in front of you, playing against quality opponents, executing the game plan, having fun with it, taking advantage of your talents. I think those are the things that we've thought about. And then I like to celebrate, so let's celebrate with some Blanc de Blanc and some Pinot.
Last 2 questions on the left side.
Well, first off, congrats on the newborn, and then you being healthy. I mean, that's a blessing too. You have mentioned one about the in-season potentially being in Miami. Can you see it being in different locations? Number one, and then number 2, how scary is this team? I mean, now that you guys are healthy, Trey Murphy's getting rolling, your creativity, your playmaking. Herb Jones is really starting to get rolling too as well on the offensive end. We know about his defensive ability, but I feel like we haven't seen this team healthy, but now that we're starting to, how dangerous do you feel like this team is?
Yeah, I'll answer the first question. I think the great thing about our partnership with Adam and the NBA is that they're always receptive to feedback and willing to make changes or things that are helpful for the game, our players, and our fans. So I think anything is possible in terms of locations as we continue to progress. Obviously, Vegas has been great to us, and we enjoy it, but I think anything can be reevaluated depending on feedback that we receive from the collective group. In terms of our team, I'm thankful to be playing again. I'm thankful that we're close to healthy. Obviously, still missing Larry, who's going to be a vital piece to our playoff push, but having Trey back out there, his athleticism, his youth, his ability to shoot the ball, put pressure on the rim, is extremely important. It creates so much space for ZBI, myself, JV. Herb's development, his ability to not only defend at a high level, but push the ball in transition. He can initiate the offense, a great paint finisher, gets to the free throw line, is a sound decision maker who can be another secondary ball handler for us is extremely important. Obviously, Z, BI, we know what they do, all NBA, all world players, and we go as they go. I think that's extremely important. But I think the guy who has really impacted our team these past couple of years is JV. He does all the dirty work. Touches aren't always there consistently. His minutes aren't always there consistently, but he's a professional, and he's a walking double-double. So I think that's been great. And then you look at our bench, Jose coming off the bench, bringing us energy, won a lot of games for us in the previous years and this year. Naji has been fantastic. Dyson has started for 3 weeks with me being out for so long and has continued to grow. Hawk, a rookie for us who's shooting the ball extremely well. I think he's 3rd in the Rookie of the Year race right now. A guy who can start, who can come off the bench. He can come off screens like Ray Allen. He can finish well around the basket. He's got a bright future. I think we've done a great job of constructing our roster. And now, as we get closer and closer to being healthy, it's about executing. It's about continuing to get that playoff level experience, which is tomorrow against the Lakers and hopefully against the Eastern Conference team, and we'll build on that from there.
Last question in 3rd row on the left.
Hi, CJ. Easy one for you. How much do you want to beat Dame in the finals?
That's my guy. Maybe I'll see my guy tonight and then give him some wine. But I think it would be cool to make it to the finals first and foremost. And we're competitors, we're friends. It would be nice to. I think fans would probably enjoy it, and it'd be a really good matchup for both of our teams. But I just want to win. I don't really care who's against personally, but I would definitely make them post my wine or something like that after we won.
Thank you, CJ.
Yeah, have a good one.